Talking about the greatest teams in Salamanca football history, you gotta look at that 1999 team that was 12-1, went all the way to the Carrier Dome, beating Eden, Allegheny, Leroy, Delhi on the way. And the 2001 team that went to the Final Four, they had an 11-1 record, and both those teams are under Rich Morton here in the last few years. So here we go, Salamanca, 1st and 10 from the Portville 43-yard line after that callback touchdown on the penalty. One tailback, two wingbacks, motion right. There's a run up the middle to 28 Galante, and he gets a couple yards before he's hammered there by number 18, Jeff Bohr. And looks like William Camry was in on that one. Bohr was a teammate with Larry Welty on Swetland's very first football team back in 1992. So it'll be 2nd and 7 from the Portville 40 for the Warriors. Looks like we got Galante, Drug in the backfield, Was at a wide receiver, Early still at quarterback. Three backs, and there's a pitch out to the right, and it looks like Drug is taking it right out to the right, goes out of bounds, tackled there by number 27, Steve Belaski, after a gain of about 3 yards. So Jason Marsh, the tight end there on the right side, got a good tackle, and Drug got to the outside but not far enough, and stops the clock at the Portville 37-yard line. It'll be 3rd down for Salamanca. There's only about 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Salamanca approaches the ball. Three backs again. There's a run up the middle, and it looks like it's Drug again, number 27, and he's captured there, thrown down by Hernandez, Bohr again, and Jones, who's been all over on defense today. Gain of 0. It'll bring up 4th down and 4 for the Warriors from the Portville 37-yard line. So with 4 yards to go for a 1st down at the 37-yard line, Salamanca's going to go ahead and punt. Darren Ross standing at the 50-yard line. Cornell and Latin back to receive for Portville. There's the snap. It's a good punt by Ross, all the way down to the 10-yard line where it's fair caught by number 3, Dana Cornell, from the class of 1999. He's been doing a real good job out there at DB. So Portville will be taken over at the 10-yard line.
That's okay. It's better to be in 6-1 on their offensive call anyway.
Still looking at the greatest teams in Salamanca history. You got to look at that 1990 team that was 9-1. Only gave up 14 points on defense and won the sectional championship. And the 2000 team that was 9-1, which went all the way to Rich Stadium. So here we go. Portville is taken over at the 10-yard line. 1st and 10. Three backs behind TJ Latin. Portville's up 6-0. And there's a run to Helwig up the middle, and he gets a couple yards before he's brought down by Liberatore and Sky Brown for Salamanca. So a gain of about 3 yards. Brown was on that 1999 team that went to the Carrier Dome. Key figure. He's playing with 7 of the other teammates from that year. So it'll be 2nd and 7 from the 13 for the Panthers. Latin going in with the play. We're here in the closing minute of the first quarter in this alumni game. Portville on the 13-yard line. Three backs behind TJ Latin, the quarterback. And he's going back to pass. Rolls out to the left. He's got a lot of pressure, whips it up there, throws it out of bounds, incomplete. So Latin rolled to the left and had a lot of pressure, almost sacked there by Whitmore in the end zone, threw it up there, and Jay Weitzel leveled Drew Kime out there. No penalty on that one. So Salamanca stops Portville on the second down, brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Panthers. So we're in the closing minute of the first quarter, and Latin going in with a play for the Panthers. 3rd and 7 from the 13-yard line. I formation behind Latin. Looks like wide receiver, wide right, and Portville's going to take a timeout. So why don't we take a look at some of the greatest teams in Portville's history. Of course, you got to take a look at the coaches, and Bob Cannell during the 60s and 70s. He had a couple undefeated teams, and his career record was 90, 45, and 5. That 1975 team, greatest of all time, was 9-0, only gave up 3 touchdowns during that season. 84 team, 1942 team, 65 and 37 were also all undefeated. Let's take a look at the rest of the top 10 Portville football teams of all time. In 1941, Milt Latimer took the team to a 7-0 undefeated season. And then just this last year, 2003, Portville won their first Section 6 championship, went 9-2 for the season under Swetland. Back in the 30s, Tord Beck led the team to 8-1 records, and then in 1980, Rick Wilson had a 7-1 team. So here we go, Portville, 3rd down 7 at the 13-yard line. 56 seconds left here in the first quarter. They're up 6-0. Unverdorben is the fullback in front of Helwig. And there's a draw play to Helwig up the middle, gets a couple yards, and a big solo tackle there by number 47, Mike Liberatori, who has the distinction of being the only player here today who was a league all-star 3 years in a row. So big Mike Liberatori on the tackle forces a 4th down and 5 from the 15 for Portville. Boomer Lickfeld's in there for his 3rd punt of this first quarter. The seconds are ticking down. Derek Murphy back to receive for Salamanca. Looks like Jeremy Payne and John Darren are in there on the offensive line. There's the snap and the kick. It's a good punt, high, and fair catch by Murphy at about the 47-yard line of Portville. So that's the end of the first quarter. Puts Salamanca in good shape. Let's take a look at some of the stats for the first quarter. Pretty much even on offense. Total yards, Portville's got 53 and Salamanca 55. But Salamanca's had 4 first downs while Portville's only had 1. Adam Helwig's done all the rushing for Portville for 53 yards, and Salamanca's got 31 yards on 13 attempts. Chris Drug and Jamie Pierce have been in there with Ross and Galante. Ross with 22 yards, Galante with 11. Like we said, Adam Helwig's done all the running for Portville. Passing-wise, Portville has yet to complete 1 over 4. Salamanca's completed 1 for 24 yards. Portville's had 3 punts, Salamanca 2. But the big stat are the turnovers, the fumble and interception, which led to Portville's touchdown. On defense, Whitmore and Liberatori both have 3 tackles. Sky Brown's got 2, and several players have got 1. For Portville, Brian Jones with 5 tackles, Carr with 4, Blasky, Hernandez, Camry, and Boer with 3, and Hunt with 2. And Hunt's had that fumble recovery on the punt, and Blasky with that interception. So here we go for Salamanca to begin the second quarter. 1st and 10 from Portville's 47-yard line. 2 wingbacks. There's a run up the middle. It's Ross, and he gets 2-3 yards and met by Ryan Hunt, Miller, Boer, and Dan Bailey, number 25. Bailey and Hunt were both unsung heroes